What's up, ladies and gentlemen? chuckfinleLP here with Let's Play Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves Part 22. We are here in front of episode 6. This is the final episode, and I'll go ahead and start it.
All these memories, they just bring me back to the same place. Getting crushed to death in the fist of some genetics experiment gone wrong. Not the way I thought I'd go out. Shame, really. Now that we've got this big gang, more like a pack of misfits. Either way, we've become a team. We had some real potential there. Could have pulled off some big jobs. We were so close. The door to the Cooper vault was opening. And that Dr. M. If there's any justice, he'll get his. I just wish I'd seen what was in there. A stockpile of my family's accomplishments. Would I have measured up? What would I contribute? Would my father have been proud of me or ashamed? Funny, but here I am at the end, and suddenly all I can think about is what a coward I've been towards Carmelita. I never took the next step. Looking at Bentley and Penelope, it's clear what life is about. If Carmelita was here, I'd tell her straight out how I feel. Quit playing around. Put our professional differences aside and see if we can make it work. That'll never happen now. Can't take this crushing. Just let the pain stop.
Alright, so let's see. Honor Among Thieves. That's what this episode's name is. And let me see. I'm not sure if they'll have any more cutscenes or if they'll actually just go straight into the level. Okay, so they'll just go into the level. Alright, so all you have to do is just shoot at the monster. You do have to, of course, I believe it will start to shoot at you, or at least throw rocks in your direction at some point, but just, shoot at it. Oh. So he throws the monkeys at us. Watch out for those. Oops, no, didn't mean to do that. So that's going to be a shield. Oh, there's more enemies. So that rock there is a shield, so you have to get on this rock that I'm on right now to be able to shoot him. And if you destroy the guards, those will act as they will give you health whenever you need it. So there's probably going to be another rock that will come up. There's a shield, so you have to keep going. Yeah, so this should be the last time that you have to move, unless he tries to attack me. As long as I stay in the middle, I should be okay.
You harpy witch! Why are the police invading my home?
I'm here to see that justice is done.
Justice? I'm the victim here, defending what's mine from thieves.
Look to me like
events?
First things first. Put Hooper down and we'll talk terms.
Sorry, Madam Cop, I don't trust you as far as I can throw you. Although I can throw you a long, long way. Go and smash the... crush her bones to paste and toss her in the sea where no one will ever find her. Find that key. I can't believe this idiot just brought it to me. It's just like his father. He's just as dead.
Fly! He's over here! He's still breathing! He's alive! Hang in there, pal! You're gonna be okay! We'll get you back to the ship and patch you up!
So that's the first job. This will probably just go from one job to another, similar to the without any breaks in it.
Fly's gonna make it, although he's suffered a major concussion. If he were up and about, I'm sure he'd want us to retrieve his family cake.
Oh, Grandy thing. Jump in, do the swim and take it. That's it, eh? My big man.
Won't be that simple. That's an electromagnetic boom. Dr. M set 'em up all around the island to snag approaching metal boats. We just lucked out that we came here in a wooden ship.
She's right. Get too close and your diving gear will magnetize to it. That's an excellent idea, Guru. You're the only member of the team who doesn't carry metal equipment. If you can convince some of the local sharks into joining you in an attack, it might be enough to break the buoy.
All the time?
Jump on the shark and possess it. You'll need to ride out to the rest of the pack. You'll need to jump shark to shark to possess them all. After you've befriended them once, they'll follow wherever you go.
Jump. Oh wait. Oh, I guess I gotta hit. Yeah, okay, there we go. No, wrong button. Or that other shark was too close.
Lead that pack of sharks to the buoy. Heads up! Looks like Dr. M has installed an automated marine defense system.
Ah, I just have to keep from taking any damage. Oh, I lost where I was going.
Shark and possess it. You'll need to ride out to the rest of the pack. You'll need to jump shark to shark to possess them all. After you've befriended them once, they'll follow wherever you go. Lead that pack of sharks to the buoy. Heads up! Looks like Dr. M has installed an automated marine defense system. You'll need to jump off and get on top of the buoy to activate it. That'll drive those sharks into an attack frenzy. Nice work. Find some more sharks and keep at it.
So this is pretty simple, you know, just dodge mines. You have to be careful with the ones with things that are connecting them, because they can still hurt you. You have to jump over every single mine in the water. You can't go between any of them. You can see that each shark has its own health, so if one shark gets too damaged, as long as you don't kill it, you should be okay. And then just get all the other sharks by. You're going to have to turn the buoy on again, though, so you do have to keep that in mind.
You're a force of nature. In and by nature. Naturally. Keep it up. Stay cool, Guru. Looks like the defense system has intensified.
Probably didn't take any damage from that one. So if you notice what that does, that will have lightning run, or I guess electricity run down through it. And I don't remember exactly if it will go out in a stream and all the sharks following me? Yeah, I got one more. I don't remember if it goes out in a wave or if it will actually follow you. It kind of looks like it goes out in a wave, but either I'm just far enough away or actually jumping over it helps. I might just be far enough away from it that it doesn't actually matter. And so you can run into the side of the buoy to make sure that you get up on top of it, and you won't damage the shark at all, so you shouldn't have to worry about that. Now this should be the last sharks, because if you notice, each encounter with sharks will give you more and more. Of course, this was going to be the farthest away. Oh, it's got missiles now. But yeah, like I said, this should be for sharks now. But it's also the most dangerous path that we've had to go on. And yep, 4 sharks, so. Should be pretty, See, is all those sharks following me? I think one is not, yeah. And then this is the one that I'll ride back on. I'm not sure, you may be able to actually, since each shark has its own health, I wonder if you can jump onto the backs of, get onto another shark. I'm not sure if you quit leading these sharks, if they will kind of break up and disband. I've actually never tried it before, but this is actually pretty easy. You know, dodging all of this stuff is not that hard to do. Once you get used to the mine patterns, you know, early on, you shouldn't have any trouble with this at all. So now the cane is going to fall in the water, and then Dimitri will probably have to dive down.
It's okay, Guru. The cave's not lost. We've got a diver on the team, remember? I'll have Penelope prep Dimitri for the job. Don't talk like that. No one else could have gotten the cane off that magnet. You're a credit to the team. Just leave your shark friends behind. They freak me out.
Alright, so doing okay.
Bentley's tending his line. He wanted me to prep you for the mission.
Sweet. That'll do make sounds while I scuba. There you go, baby. Dimitri Anakra. Woo! The blast! She's lots of affection.
My plan to get you alone in a swimsuit?
Come clean, my lovely, and play your cards straight. These are dangerous waters. And I'm a big, strong macho man.
Okay, first, get over yourself. Second, get over yourself. And third, jump into that water and find Sly's cave. It's the key to the Cooper vault. Can't lose it.
Salty language from such sweet lips. I die, baby. I die for the love.
Alright. So,
Quick, grab the cane. I'm detecting some of Dr. M's creatures swimming towards us.
let me see, probably.
Dodge their pictures with some strong swimming. Hold down the L1 button to stroke hard. Make sure you don't run out of stamina or you won't get anywhere fast.
I keep forgetting which button does what. Ah. There we go. Nope. Thankfully, you can see in the water where the claws are going to come from, so that will, if you can just remember which buttons do what, that will help you that will help you figure out which button you need to hit, but I just keep forgetting that triangle is not down. Phew. I did it again. I keep doing it. Wow. Oh, crap.
Can't understand a word that maniac is yelling underwater. Here, get back that cave. Good thinking. Take out Dr. M. He's the will behind it.
The
Good thinking. Take out Dr. M. He's the will behind that creature's attacks.
Alright, let me see. I think all I have to do is, I guess I have to attack Dr. M himself. As you can see, there is a blast radius to those mines. As long as you're away from it, you should be okay. Oh. Wrong. What the? I have to be a little bit faster with those mines. Come on. Stinking controls are inverted with the left analog stick. I think I'm doing damage to him. I can't really tell. I'm sitting too busy worrying about the mines. I guess so, because he's sitting there. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to hit him. Okay, so you're supposed to hit Dr. M when the fish is trying to suck you in. If you notice the shield on Dr. M goes away. Oh, this is not good. Wow. If you notice, the shield goes down on Dr. M. That's what you're supposed to attack him. Come on, go down. Are you kidding me? Having a hard time dodging the mines now for some reason. Well, at least I know what I'm supposed to do now. So.
Good thinking. Take out Dr. M. He's the will behind that creature's attacks.
I wish his dart gun would fire a little bit faster, but as it is, would definitely make this a lot easier. But oh, come on, I shot him. That's BS. So you can see all of your moves should if you can do it fast enough, you should be able to easily dodge the dodge the blast radius because you can move up and down. You can easily, as long as you don't get, you should be able to easily dodge the miss the bombs. Ah, swam right up into that one. So you have to balance watching the position of the mines and hitting him. There we go. So thankfully, it's kind of easy to at least these mines. Come on, don't do this to me now. Wish there was a way to upgrade your health. That would definitely help. Or not upgrade your health, but I mean get more health. But what I was saying about the mines is you can easily. Oh goodness, what in the world are these? So we're both about the same amount of health. He's got a little bit more health than I do. Not sure exactly how I'm supposed to dodge those green things, but
You took the cave. I'm sorry, Dimitri. You did your best. Come on back to the ship.
oh, that was a pain. But if you notice what I was, of course, I'm not sure what you're supposed to do with the green things. I think if you keep swimming in one direction and then immediately swim in the other direction really fast, you should be able to keep from getting hit by it. But you have to balance both beams.
That road don't throw down heavyweight. I had him solid, but he ran, baby. Ran. Now I'm flat nowhere.
You were magnificent. Alone against a creature trapped in an undersea cave.
How about a kiss from Monsieur Magnificento? My lips are moved and red from the alley.
Slow down. Remember rules 1 and 2, both of which told you to get over yourself.
Both before my magnificence. Yum, yum. Give me some.
Who's gonna check on Bentley? You have only you.
I'm Max to the Jag to the Hibison, baby.
Sly, you're up.
He should be back in bed after the thrashing he took. Another blow to the head and your brain could snap. But you're worrying. I feel fine. Did Dimitri find my plan?
No, Dr. M managed to get away with it.
Then we gotta go. You're going nowhere, pal. Any attempt on Dr. M or the Cooper vault will be impossible with these radar towers linked to the missile turrets. Wait a second. Penelope, have you completed that work we talked about on your RC car?
Yeah? Oh, I see where you're going. That'll work. Smash the drones, siphon their power, and fry the tower's matrix.
Perfect. Let's get your car onto a drone patrol pipe.
Not to be too obvious in exposing my ignorance, but what in the world are you two talking about?
Explaining it would include a lot of multi-syllabic words. I
running, Dominus. Time to smash things up. Use the L2 button and the R2 button to activate your vehicle punchers. Knock the security drones off the track with your punchers and pick up their ball energy. Get enough and I'll open the jump gate to the radar tower.
So there's only you can only push with the left L2 and R2. L2 does left, R2 does right. And what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to punch the drones off the track while avoiding their bullets. You can see their bullets do not hurt you at all, so you don't really have to worry about that. If you can, it seems like all you have to do is actually just punch them and they will fall. So just keep that in mind. Of course, you have to pick up their power spheres. So I don't guess we can use those right now. I thought we might be able to collect more power, but it doesn't seem like it will carry over into the next area, sadly. Really. Slow down a little bit. There we go. Oh, be careful. Try to make sure we don't fall off. I don't believe any of this steam or anything that's coming out of these pipes can hurt me. All I have to worry about is just the other drones, making sure that those don't hurt me. I wonder if actually just sitting around waiting for them wouldn't be a bad idea. It would keep me from taking damage, except from their front turrets. But come on. But I'm not sure. It would just depend on how close they are. It doesn't seem like it takes too awful long to catch up to the pack. So probably will. They do have front-facing turrets, so that is a problem. I wasn't sure if they did, but you can see the turrets on the top of the drones. Careful, try to make sure that you don't miss anything. Taking a lot more damage than I would like, but thankfully their bullets don't seem to be becoming any stronger, so you shouldn't have to worry about that. You can see the track is getting a little bit more complicated, but thankfully it doesn't seem like there's any new hazards that can affect this. There we go. And to try to get around these tight corners, you can either hit the brakes or let off the gas. And let off the gas will that will help, but it'll also seems like it breaks the rear tires loose a little bit, and makes you turn just a little bit too much. So it's of course what you want to do is just practice with both and see what works best. I'm not sure if those power spheres actually give me health or not. I'm not sure why I just gained more health. I really wasn't paying attention. I'm not sure if that last drone gave me a health pickup or not. It does actually look like they're okay. So the power spheres do act as health. So so you do want to pick that up if you are low on health. But it does seem like their bullets are getting stronger. So you'll definitely want to be careful, especially on that last leg.
We've got a chance at air superiority here. I'm in. I've rested long enough. You sure? This is my legacy we're fighting for. You think I want to sit this one out? Understood. The biplane launcher, although untested, should get you a lot. It's gotta be tough on there. Be tougher down here watching others fight my battles for me.
So we're gonna have to
disable the turrets, you'll need to destroy their sensor bank. Unfortunately, it's only exposed for a short period after a missile is launched. Nice shooting. Good thing Penelope took out those radar towers, or the sky would be thick with guided missiles, all heading for you.
oops. I probably shouldn't have taken damage there, but you know, it is what it is. See this? I'm not sure if this will actually regain health or just no. It does not regain health. I'm not sure. Thought I could. I think you can. Which way? Oh, what the. Okay, so the way that you do barrel rolls is you have to hit the circle button and then push the left analog stick in the direction that you want to do the barrel roll in. It doesn't seem to do that. It doesn't seem to work that well against missiles. Maybe if you do it at the right angle. You can also do flips by hitting the circle button and I believe holding down the left analog stick. I'll have to test that out real quick. Oh, maybe it just does a partial flip rather than a full flip. What the? Oh, I guess you have to be careful. And I guess maybe you have to hit them together instead of hit the circle button and then hit the circle button and then hit the left analog stick. Remember, you can't hit the brakes with the X button, or I'm sorry, the square button.
Looks like you really stirred up the hornet's nest. They're launching fighters.
Take out 20 of those things, whatever they are.
That has some sort of shield on it. Your cannons won't work. Fortunately, I've upgraded your plane with a missile launcher. Hold down the L1 button to target an enemy. Then release once the cursor starts to blink.
Yeah, he didn't finish what he was saying. I guess let go of the. Okay, so what you're supposed to do is once you get a lock on and the thing starts flashing, you're supposed to let go of the L1 button that will launch the missile, break the shields. It doesn't seem like you have to. Well, you'd have to dump some fire into the bats, but you don't have to do a whole lot. Once you see them fall smoking, that will tell you when you can go on and try to find another target. But like Bentley said, the shields do come back, so but they still, I guess it still does count even if the shields come back and they're still falling. So that's definitely very useful. But you want to be careful if you're going to hit the brakes while trying to dodge the bats. That will not work out very well because I'm trying to get away from these bats if I can, but it doesn't look like the game's going to let me. Where'd he go? There he is. And sadly, you can't. Oh, I thought that was a. Well, thankfully, it didn't start me over, but I thought that was a ammo refill. That stinks that those bats can dive bomb you like that, but it seems like it counts if they dive bomb you, so that helps. But I'm almost dead, and there's no health pickup, so it doesn't really matter, even if it does. Even if that, even if that does count, one more hit from a bat will kill me. So no real use in that as a feature. Seems like they only shoot if they have a lock on you, so you do want to keep that in mind. Wish there was some way to gain some health, but sadly there isn't. So you just have to make do with what you have. There we go. So 5 more. Hopefully I won't mess this up, but I probably will. I won't pay attention to a bat, or some bat will ram me. or I'll get hit by a lucky shot from the bats. If you stay a little bit lower than the bats, or if you stay lower than the turrets, you won't get hit. And that's why you see me trying to stay as low as possible. You do not want to fly even with the bats, because that will allow them to hit you.
Here comes the big guns. And by guns, I mean a giant flying whale dragonfly thing covered in robotic junk. Wait, Dr. M plugged into that monstrosity. Open it skyward. So good, so nice. Tiny helpless likes to play second fiddle. Stay. Sidekick no more. That thing is launching slingers. You'll have to use your missiles to take them out. Save your cannon rounds for Dr. M. It'll work just fine on him.
Okay, so I'm not sure that it didn't give me a lock on, but it doesn't, and it doesn't well. I guess you're supposed to dodge those, but it's not giving me the. Oh, I guess I can hit him from back here. No. I guess I can, yeah. You can't hit him from far away, so. And it doesn't seem like it actually will reduce my bullets, so I guess just shoot whenever you want to. So that is very useful. What if I can actually hit the missiles with him? No, you cannot hit the missiles with him, so you keep that in mind. And it looks like you can. Oh, it looks like you can actually hit this. Wow, I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to figure out if I could actually hit the side of the box that Dr. M is in. And it looks like you can. Well, of course you can shoot at it, but I wasn't sure if it actually counted for damage. It may only do a little bit, but a little bit's better than nothing. Not sure if I'm supposed to fly through the middle of the. Oh, I believe I'm supposed to fly through the middle of those to try to damage him. I'm about to stall it. I forgot I could speed up, but you really don't want to speed up too much while through here. Take it very slow. And of course these little green things will act as a shield for him, so you have to be very precise with your aiming to try to get it directly in the middle of the barriers. And sadly, you actually have to fly through the middle of this to be able to damage him, so you do want to keep that in mind. And I'm sure if you was to touch the barriers, you would get damaged, or you would take damage. You do want to keep that in mind as well. Does not seem that I can actually. Actually, it's got 3 seekers now, so that's bad. Oh, man, I got a stinking target lock on it, and I wasn't paying attention. Well, we'll go ahead and just, let's see. I had a target lock. I'm not sure what exactly I had a target lock on, but I did have a target lock on something. Well, once I get back to that point, I will try to figure out what I had a target lock on. But right now, I'm just gonna focus on not taking any damage. And now that I know I can hit the box anywhere in the rear, I can the box that Dr. M is in. I know that I can hit it anywhere that I want to. So I'll just do that. Pay attention to the missiles, and then just shoot. Now, just because you don't have to worry about ammo, this makes it a lot more easier and a lot more fun, to be honest. So just be careful again through the green barriers. Try to get in the middle. Thankfully, you can see if you're not paying attention to the health indicator on the top right. You can the shield around Dr. M will flash red if you hit him, so that helps you know if you hit him. Like I said, if you're not paying attention to the health indicator at the top, which I am not doing, so especially these green barriers, because you have to pay attention to the green barrier's position. I don't believe I can damage him through here, so not sure why I can lock onto these when I could. Oh, I guess maybe once they get to a certain point, you can't lock onto them anymore. Maybe just these doubles. Okay, maybe the singles you can't lock onto, but the doubles, like the groups like this, you can lock onto. Well, it's easy. Oh, what the? Not sure where Dr. M is anymore. Ah, don't crash. Okay. Oh wow, I did not actually think you could lose Dr. M. Well, that stinks that you can't actually lose him, but pay attention to the missiles. I'm not going to worry about shooting these seekers with my missiles. I'm just going to dodge them. You know, I haven't taken any damage so far, so I can afford to take a few hits. I don't want to take too many, of course. You know, of course, you don't want to take too many hits because I don't remember exactly the next few the last few attack patterns for him. Now this is going to be a tighter window in which you can actually hit him because he keeps turning. You will have to keep adjusting the angle of which you're shooting to be able to make sure that you can attack him directly in the middle. But there we go. So. I'm not sure. It would look like you have to fall in the hole on the top. That's where I will try to land. Okay, so you just have to hit the top.
It's just like your father. You don't know anything about me or my father. Really? Who let you in on the secret of this place, eh? Was it my old pal Dick Sweeney, perhaps? Sweeney works for you? This was all a setup to get the cane. Now, my boy, once upon a time, he and I worked together for your dear dad. My father wouldn't have run this guy to try to steal from the food department, let alone attempt to kill his son. Time does strange things to people. Just the real leader of your gang. Billy. Whatever. We're friends. Equals. Then why is it called the Cooper Gang, you self-centered egomaniac? That's enough. Time to meet the past. Inside the vault. I want you and Murray to come with me. We're a team. We're a family. We should do this together.
Okay, be right up, partner.
Guys, we'll have the Panda King give the band a boost. Stay clear, Sly. We're about to get off. The fuse is lit. Buckle up, Bentley. We're about to
I highly doubt that was the final fight. I kind of hope it is, because that was pretty easy, but I doubt it.
Well, this place is amazing.
Yeah, it's gotta be like at least 100 years old.
An archaeological marvel.
Glad you boys are impressed, because it looks like I'll have to go on from here alone.
Do it, Sly. This place was built for you. We'll hold down the fort here.
Could be dark in there. My ancestors sure knew how to decorate. Nothing but big piles of gold. This place was started by Slight-Common II. He built his fortune in the employ of the great pharaohs. That must have been around 1300 BC.
So if you notice, there are things on the wall here that if you go up to, Sly will talk about different things. And let me see, I figure out where I'm supposed to go. Oh, crap. Oh, I didn't notice the hook in the middle. There we go. Yeah, so there's another hook in the middle over here. Should be able to... And I have to wait for the barrels to come back up. Ah, crap, really? That stinks. I have to wait for this next set of barrels to come up. Are you kidding me? Do this 2 more times and I'll probably die. And so you can gain quite a few coins around here. I wouldn't say this is a really great place to get a whole bunch of coins if you need them.
Sir Gallic with the Knights of the Cooper Order. Honorable knight and cunning thief.
So, like I said, you can a lot of coins in these treasure chests. These will probably fall out from underneath me, and if I step on them, I have to wall jump or wall hook there. Just run along these rails, dodging the wooden, or I guess those aren't wood, those are stone things. I'm not sure exactly what they are. Watch out for, you can only jump over one. You have to watch out for lines of 3. Those you cannot jump over. That's a paraglide from here, so.
Salim al-Qahar of the Reef. It was said that he had the stealth of 40 thieves.
And thankfully it did give me health, and that's another reason why you'd want to break the treasure chest, especially if you have had trouble getting up through here before, or until this point. If you notice that wall hook, if you hang on it too long, it will open, and you'll have to and you'll fall, and you'll have to do it again. So you definitely want to be very careful. This, you just have to take your time while climbing up the rocks. I'm surprised that the game let me do that one. If you notice, the higher up you get, the smaller the rocks will be, and then the more spinning you'll have to do. I don't believe I have to go that way. I believe it's this way. So you definitely want to pay attention to the pattern of the rocks to to make sure that you don't fall. So the barrels don't have that much but the treasure chests to do, so that's good to know.
The strongest of the Cooper clan, Slade and Cooper, could break any lock with a single blow.
Just back here, good thing to look around for health. Just be careful. So this slides. Not that difficult to figure out how to get around. Just time it with these hammers just right so that you don't get hit. Of course, nothing too difficult to here. Just make sure that you start moving fast enough so that you don't get hit by the hammers. Oh, more hammers, that's good. Thankfully, it doesn't seem like just touching the hammers will actually hurt you. So if you're worried about getting the timing right, you can just sit there and run into the side of the hammer to be able to move immediately.
The Ninja Spire landing was perfected in feudal Japan by Ryoichi Cooper.
So that you can move immediately right after the hammer comes up. So that's actually pretty useful. Oh, watch out for the swords when they move in. Thankfully, you can see them glow right before they do move in, so that will help you make sure that you don't fall. And thankfully, they come out pretty. Oh crap! Thankfully, they come out pretty fast. Just make sure that you actually hit the circle button while jumping through here. Want to make sure that you don't go too early. Because if you don't time the jump just right, there's no way that you'll be able to save yourself from falling, so you definitely want to be very careful. Definitely make sure that you don't fall back down there, because I believe that those hooks there are towards the start of this area.
Sailed the seas and stole from pirates. Guess I really take after her.
Let's get some more health. Oh. I guess I'm supposed to use these to move through. Oh, yeah, that's not too bad. I thought it might have been an instant death, but thankfully you can hide pretty fast once you get to the logs, and it just burns you. It does take a good chunk of health, but thankfully it's not an instant death like I thought it was.
Tennessee Kid Cooper learned to slide along railroad tracks in the Old West.
Alright, just get the timing down right on all this, and you should be able to move through here pretty fast. Thankfully, it doesn't seem like there's anything that can knock you off. So you shouldn't have to worry about that. Just, like I said, just wait and be patient, get the timing down right, and you shouldn't have that much to worry about. So I'm full health. Really? That's a good reason to save those bottles in case there are health in there. It probably isn't, but still not a bad idea to go ahead and save them just in case, especially if you have a lot of trouble getting through this section. But I'm sure there's already been a checkpoint through here, at least somewhere. At least you'd think there would be. Yeah, there's a lot of money you can actually find through here. I don't even know why I'm sitting wasting the time doing this.
Victorian-era London was the stomping grounds for the most gentlemanly Thaddeus Winslow Cooper.
So we're gonna have to do more barrels. These are always fun. And these open, so you have to be fast. Thankfully they sparkle, I guess, right as they're opening, so that will allow you to know when they're going to open. It sounds like there's more hammers. That's always wonderful. Figure out what exactly I'm supposed to do here. Maybe just... No, that ain't too bad. Just get the timing down right for the hammers to keep jumping up. You don't even have to move. Just pick an area and then just keep jumping up it. So that's actually not too bad. I thought that was going to be a lot worse.
Besides being a thief, Otto von Cooper was a great fighter ace and mechanic.
Alright, let me see. I guess I have to go... Nope, not this way. Aha, over here. To be fast through there and try to jump just as the one that was closest to that last platform opens up. Thankfully, again, you can see these things sparkle just before they are supposed to open. As long as you keep moving and don't slow down too much, you should be okay while moving through there.
This must be my father's work. How am I supposed to get through this thing? He made this challenge for a move I've never learned. There's nothing like this in the previous Harpoonist. Come on, Dad. Help me out here.
Not sure what the move is, but
Nice work, Dad.
sliding on the beams, I guess. Find some health in there, but
This
no.
must be the inner sanctum. Wish Bentley and Murray were here for this.
So not too difficult. It's just tedious just to travel through that section, but so this will probably
Do it, Sly. Well, this place was built for you. We'll hold down the fort here.
probably have to fight the boss now.
This is going to be the payday of all time. Think of all the loot piled up back there.
Do you ever feel like you're playing second fiddle to Slide? Like he treats us as sidekicks?
No way. Sly's cool. We're all in this together.
Sure, we're all here, but are we equal? Who went into the vault? Sly, by himself.
Watch out!
Dr. M's goons? They must have forced the door after we opened the lock.
Think of it this way, Bentley. If it were you in that vault and Sly and I were out here, what would he do?
Alex and protect his friend.
Right, and that's what I'm gonna do. Keep your head down. Stay clear. I'm gonna smash a lot of skulls, and I don't want yours to be one of them. Come and get it, maggots. I've got a knuckle sandwich for all of you, and it's chow time. Chow freaking down.
So just fight. Watch out for believe some of these can actually drop bombs. So you'll have to be careful for that. Sure, I'm not sure if I have any. Oh, well, of course you can't use anything. So that's actually not that bad of a move, but they have to be already in the area for you to be able to use that. So you do want to keep that in mind, especially if you get overwhelmed by too many enemies. Like right now, was a pretty good time to use this. But you can see any new enemies that come will not be affected by this. Check for the bomb. I guess if they take damage, they get they break the lock. So to also be careful or watch out for that as well. And it only lasts for a limited amount of time, so you also want to keep that in mind as well. Taking too much damage. Really be nice. Maybe I didn't buy the fist thing. And that stinks if I didn't. What the? Oh, really? So the only thing that I can do is just destroy a set number of enemies. So you can knock enemies off the side if you need to. Those alligator things are the medium enemies, and those are what is so bad. Those little snake tiger things aren't too bad, but the medium enemies are what's really hurt. So they're like the dogs from they're just like the dogs from episode 5 with the swords. So this is the last guy, so just throw him off.
You're all knocked down, and the Murray stands tall, like a freaking totem pole of strongism.
Buddy, you're much stronger than McSweeney ever was.
That's right, plughead. I'm like a semi-truck with its brakes cut.
I don't have time to get into a screaming match with a caveman like yourself. Then lock horns with me. Think you'll find I'm a better match. I have no fight. You and I are the same. I gather you were the technical specialist working with Sly's father.
You knew Sly's dad?
Quiet, caveman. The adults are talking. That's right, Bentley. I know the pain you suffer working under your inferior. You
So that's the way that you damage him. Let me see, where's all the treasure? I'm not even sure if I can actually get to. No, thankfully I can't get to all of them from the ground.
I'm pinned down. Need to fall back on my grapple camp to deal with these goons.
And make sure I have it. Yeah, hopefully that will actually make it to the ground, and it did. Oops. No, they're not gonna. I'm trying to latch on to them so I can self-destruct by them. There we go. Nope, that did not work. Let me see. Really? Oh, that's right. This has a turret. I've forgotten this had a turret on it.
Nice work, handsome. Now get another piece of treasure on Dr. M's back. Murray's not looking so good.
So we'll just find the next piece of treasure that we need to go after. I guess I'll go after this one. And then more guards will appear. Wish I could have grabbed that before falling, but oh, that's pretty cool. You can still use the same one that you left behind. I thought it might blow it up or something and not allow me to use it. Nope, I'm not gonna be able to do that. So I was hoping that I could destroy it, but sadly no. Oh, I guess more appeared. Or maybe if you don't do it fast enough, nope, more did appear. No. Ah, I was so close. Come on, really? Don't do this to me right now. Just back off. Are you kidding me? Of course, it's not going to have that as a checkpoint.
I'm pinned down. Need to fall back on my grapple camp to deal with these goons.
Nice work, handsome. Now get another piece of treasure on Dr. M's back. Murray's not looking so good.
Oh, crap. Oh, no. Wow. Just try to pull the grapple cam back up and I accidentally hit the bomb button. So we'll just wait for all of them to appear again. I guess no more will appear, so nope. Knew it. Maybe you have to be fast enough after you destroy them. As you can see, only 3 appear again, so that's probably it. Just kill them, and then hurry and place another one of these treasures on Dr. M's back. We'll find our next one. over towards these guys. Probably going to be 4 this time to destroy. So hopefully I didn't miss any. I wasn't sure. I'm not even sure if there was 4 there or not. That should be the last piece of treasure.
Well played, Bentley. But it was a meaningless gesture. According to the tracking device I planted on Sly's cane, he's just entered the inner sanctum. I can use the collected positional data to get through the gauntlet with ease. That hall's for Coopers only. Maybe it's time for men such as you and I to change all that.
He's getting away! What do we do?
I'll think of something. Just give me time.
You know something, Bentley?
What?
You think awesome.
Thanks, pal.
I highly doubt that was the final boss, but it may be. But it just doesn't seem like it was hard enough. Yeah, I don't believe it is.
This is just overwhelming. Amazing. How did Thaddeus make a flying machine in the 1800s? And this thing still works.
Oh, I'm sure it's operational.
Dr. M, glad you could see all this. I know you've been looking forward to it.
Looking forward to all this and your death.
Come on, aren't we supposed to banter a little?
I only talk with my equals, and Bentley said no.
Wait for him to attack again, because I believe what I'm supposed to do is hook onto the bottom of this thing, yeah. Oh. I guess I'm supposed to hide underneath that. Ah. Come on. Are you kidding me? There we go. But I'm almost dead, so there's not a whole lot I can actually do. So you can hide underneath it. I guess that's what you're supposed to do. Hide underneath these things and let him blow them up. That will knock him down here. Ah, crap.
You're as weak as your father.
Not sure exactly what that was, but maybe I just did enough damage to him that it probably I probably did enough damage to him really early on. See, this doesn't really hurt him, but just fighting him normally hurts him quite a bit. Just to hide, I guess, just to climb in on this side, but it doesn't really matter. You can hide behind these things as long as it. Oh crap! As long as it doesn't. Oh wow! Really? What the? I don't know what in the world that was. Of course, he lays lightning down on the ground. I guess that's what it is. You just beat him or get him knocked down to enough health fast enough. Sadly, you cannot jump off early to try to damage him while he's running, while you're hooked onto the bottom of his, hooked onto him. Careful, because he drops lightning down, or he'll, yeah, lightning down. I gotta wait for his stinking electrical spheres to go away. Wonder if they even go away. Ah, well, that's good. Just to go ahead and knock it, get it out of the way. Come on. Are you kidding me? I guess just attacking him is not going to work this time. There we go. Sadly, he's still not dropping any health. But I guess this is a final boss fight, and they've never dropped health before, so why should I expect the game to do it now? Or the game developers to do that now? Not even the oh crap. Not even the cars will or the vehicles will drop anything. Those fireballs will actually go away, because I don't think I can fight the. I would jump out on those lasers, but I'm not sure if that'll actually do anything or not. Now, kind of no. Well, kind of looked like it did. Oh no! Come on! Oh, are you kidding me? There's nothing I can do, nothing I can destroy to try to gain any health, so, and this drops, looks like a wave of fire, so, to be careful of that, but thankfully it does not go out in a, well, I guess it kind of does go out in a circular pattern, but not all that much. Once he knocks you in the air, there's nothing you can do. You cannot save yourself, so you have to be careful. Are you kidding me? Alright, well, I'm just going to cut until I beat the boss, so, well, until I beat the boss. I'll see you in a second. Alright, so here I am. I passed the fire phase, I guess you could call it, and, as soon as I had beat him, a cutscene started, so I went ahead and paused it. No dialogue has started yet, so I'll go ahead and
same for him.
Funny, your father was never such a good friend.
We're all individuals. I might be part of all this, a member of the Cooper line, but in the end, I'm just me. Not Henriette, Thaddeus, Slightly Common, Ryoichi, or my father. Just Sly.
Please keep your touchy-feely reference to yourself. I can't stomach it. Some bunch of dirty, attention-grubbing thieves. All of you, thieves!
Hold it right there. Both of you thieves are going to jail.
Nice to see you, gorgeous.
You too.
Oh, a love interest. I might be beaten, but I'll make you suffer.
Not her!
No one hurt my criminal.
So all I have to do is just shoot him. You can see his health is being drained.
What happened?
Sly?
Where are we? What is this place?
Sly, can you remember anything?
No. Who are you? You look familiar.
I'm Inspector
watched as Dr. M just stood there, unwilling to leave as the walls caved in on the vault. He'd spent his life lusting over the Cooper fortune, and he wasn't going to give it up, no matter what the cost. Our exit was a little rough, but Murray managed to get us out just in time to witness the final fate of the Cooper legacy. It was a bittersweet moment. The end of the road always is. We both looked on, lost in our thoughts, thinking back on all the adventures that had brought us here. The people we'd met and places we'd seen. We'd worked for a long time to get Sly into that great vault, and now its secrets were hidden again, this time for good. I could only hope that he'd found what he was looking for it there. We searched every inch of the island for Sly, retrieving the gang one by one, only to make the surprising discovery that he didn't want to be found. As always, he'd left a calling card, only this time, it was worth millions. The months rolled by, and when Sly still hadn't shown up, Murray headed back east to complete his training with the Guru. Without Sly as our leader, for the first time we each had to step out on our own. A difficult thing. We'd been together ever since we met at the orphanage. To this day, Murray and I are still close. Recently, he's been trying to break into the pro racing circuit, stock fan class. Things are looking good. He's got a unique talent for living through crashes other people would have found fatal. Just always bounces clear. And of course, there's Penelope, my new partner in crime. Let me tell you, I'm in love. She and I have set out on a journey that I never would have dreamed of while running with Sly and Murray, although I hope our paths will cross again soon. So while this might be the end of our adventures together, it could be the start of something even bigger. Time will tell. Literally. Because I'm building a time machine to find out.
So that kind of leads into the well, it's kind of like, see you next time. There's
Dimitri went on to become a celebrity skin diver. The ladies flocked to him, and so did the money. I got a postcard from him once and said, "I'm here, wish you were mine." Like these. He's his own man. The Panda King returned to China and lived a happy life living 2 doors down from his beloved daughter. She, of course, was pleased to have him screen all of her future suitors. As of yet, she's still unmarried. The Guru returned to the Outback and took on some new Dreamtime students. One of which was a high-profile rock star that brought a lot of unwanted media attention. Last I heard, he was hiding out in New York City. Figured it was the last place they'd ever look. That sneaky devil.
so yeah, like I said, there is going to be another game. Well, of course, there's going to be another. I mean, what this was supposed to say was like, it isn't over for good. There will be more to the story later on. Sly did not actually lose his memory, as that was supposed to allude to him winking towards the screen, like, no, I didn't lose my memory. The time machine thing and all that. But anyway. Alright, sorry about the cut anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and start talking about the trivia for episode 6. Honor Among Thieves is the 6th and final episode of Sly 3. Story: all thieves assemble, take out Dr. M, and claim the Cooper Vault's treasure. I believe that's actually the objective. 8 jobs, 5 Master Thief challenges. Trivia: when the episode starts, Sly's cane is hurled into an electromagnetic buoy, but in the prelude, the monster threw it into the ocean. At the end, when Carmelita blasts the door open, the rest of the island is missing. Also, it isn't raining. When Sly's cane is on the buoy, it has no outline. As the radio towers get destroyed, the pieces strangely come out as the pieces from Sly's biplane. As you can see, a propeller fall out. When Dimitri fights Dr. M underwater, Dr. M has no outline. After Sly is released from the monster, the gang hops off the boat to see if he's alive, but a couple of them are gone. The episode has the most boss battles in a single episode in the Sly Cooper series. So, that's all the information and trivia for this episode. So, thank you for watching. The challenge of the video is, how many times did I hit Dr. M throughout the entire episode? Doesn't matter with every single character. How many times did I hit Dr. M? Thank you for watching. Next time I will. I do apologize for the way the credits looked. I know it was kind of jumpy, but I can't get back to the credits. Going through the getaway just shows that cutscene again. I can't show the credits, so I do apologize for that. But anyway. Again, I thank you for watching. Next time I will do the Master Thief challenges for this episode. So until then, later everyone. Alright, sorry about ending right there. As soon as I had ended, I had forgotten that I didn't talk about the actual jobs in episode 6. So I do need to do that really quickly. And we'll start with Carmelita to the rescue. Can't believe I forgot about this. Carmelita to the rescue is the first mission of episode 6 of Sly 3. Objective: as Carmelita save Sly from Dr. M's mutant primate before it's too late. Not seeing any information about this, so we'll go to a deadly bite. A deadly bite is a mission for the Guru in episode 6 of Sly 3. Objective: get the sharks attracted to the cane and its magnetic presence so it's disabled. Not seeing any extra information or trivia about this either, so... Oh wait, let me see. With the electric zappers, the only way to avoid getting zapped is to jump right before the electric ball touches the water. And the missiles just jump over those, so I didn't know about those electric zappers. But, I did say, well, you had to jump over them, but I wasn't sure the right timing when you had to jump over them. Dark Current is mission for Dimitri in episode 6 of Sly 3. Objective: the cane has gone into the waters. Safely retrieve it. When the final boss is down to a third of its health, it will try to shoot you with green lasers. Either you can shoot the laser cannons to stop it, or you can just swim out of the way. So that's the only information about that. So we'll go to Bump Charge Jump. Bump Charge Jump is a mission for Penelope and her RC car in episode 6 of Sly 3. Objective: use the RC car to destroy the radar towers, thereby preventing the missiles to target Sly's biplane. How to see? Don't see any additional information, so we'll do Danger in the Skies. Is a mission for Sly in episode 6 of Sly 3. Objective: clear out the rest of the air defenses on the island so that Sly and the gang can access the Cooper Vault. The entire mission is in the skies of Kane Island, where Sly will destroy the missile turrets and one of Dr. M's mutations along the way. me see. Not seeing any additional information there, so we'll go to the Ancestors Gauntlet. The Ancestors Gauntlet is a mission for Sly in Episode 6 of Sly 3. Objective: explore the Cooper Vault and learn about Sly's ancestors. Not seeing any additional information other than the portraits are the checkpoints, so that's a good way to know where the checkpoints begin and end. Stand Your Ground is a mission for Murray and Bentley in Episode 6 of Sly 3. Objective: protect the entrance to the Cooper Vault at all costs. Not seeing any additional information there either, so we'll go to the Final Legacy. Final Legacy is a mission for Sly and Carmelita in Episode 6 of Sly 3. It is also the final mission of Sly 3. Take out Dr. M and show him that the Cooper Vault belongs to Coopers only. No additional information. Well, let me check real quick. Yeah, I don't see any additional information there, so that's all the information. I do apologize for skipping that. You know, it happens from time to time. But anyway, so like I said, next time I will. I've already said the challenge video, so I'm not going to repeat that again. But next time I will do the Master Thief challenges for Episode 6. So until then, later, everyone.